Hi there, I'm Will Brown, here with a video to get the conversation rolling for Chapter 6 of No Longer Male and Female. Up till now, this book has largely been about ideas. How do we understand gender? What are the different aspects of gender? What would it mean to take seriously ideas of how people feel about gender on the inside? Or how we use pronouns? What does gender look like outside of a binary? We've spent a lot of time in these ideas because ideas are important. And I think the way that we understand these ideas affects how we act and affects how we see the world around us. With Chapter 6, though, we start shifting our focus from how we as individuals understand these ideas to how congregations together might relate to this discussion. Ideas and concepts are important, but we're also thinking through the practical implications of what we are supposed to do now. Of course, this is tricky. Every congregation is unique, and I don't know what your faith community may be wrestling with right now, what questions you're asking, what decisions you're facing, what you're trying to do as a congregation. And so I'm going to speak in some general terms, but leave it to you to fill in the gaps, to fill in the details of what this looks like in your congregation. The voices in the room with you when you're talking about this stuff. And look, I know talking about gender and sexuality in a congregation or in any group of people is hard. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward. Sometimes it feels dangerous. You don't know what someone might say or how someone might be hurt or who might get mad. There's a reason that often we end up just talking around these things and not talking about them directly. I get that. I think we also know that these conversations are important, even when they're hard. What I hope to offer in this chapter of the book is an invitation to think about these uncomfortable conversations in a different way, not as a hard, challenging new initiative that we must undertake, but as the continuation of an ancient conversation that's been ongoing and that we even find in the pages of the Bible, a holy conversation. In this chapter, we're looking at several different places in the Bible and how they talk about the gender minority of the ancient world, which were eunuchs. Now, there are many differences between eunuchs and anyone today, not exact parallels, but I think it might be a helpful place for us to start and seeing how these different perspectives on eunuchs were present in the ancient world and how people of faith held those different viewpoints together as they lived as the people of God, even when they disagreed. And so my hope is that we may discover that some of these same voices, some of the same hopes and priorities and concerns, that we may find those same voices in the room with us right now, or even rattling around in our own minds. I hope so. I hope that we're able to do this, even when we disagree, because when we can listen well to those around us, when we as a church can learn from one another's perspective, we may just discover that God's Spirit is speaking through us as we listen to one another. And so that is my prayer for you now, that as you have this conversation, even when there's disagreement, that you find God's Spirit at work there. Take care as you join in this sacred conversation.